Undersecretary Aiza Sigera, Assistant Secretary Paul Pangilinan, Assistant Secretary Rhea Peñaflor, Ms. Lota Silvander of UNICEF, Ms. Divina Chinquanco, senior officials on youth, ASEAN youth representatives, local delegates, ASEC Joy Gopo, former Senator Harrison Alvarez, and to everyone, good morning. 2015 is a year that changed us all. The world knew that climate change is accelerating and its impacts are worsening, especially in Southeast Asia, a home to more than 600 million people. The series of natural and man-made induced disasters in this part of the world marked Southeast Asia as the most disaster-prone region. In 2013 alone, the Philippines suffered from the devastation brought by Typhoon Haiyan, locally known as Yolanda, the strongest typhoon that ever made landfall, that caused unthinkable economic damages and, unfortunately, loss of lives. Unprecedented phenomena such as this happened one after the other, that the call for climate action and disaster risk solutions became stronger and stronger. Indeed, we were pressed for time and the stakes were in its all-time high. Personally, 2015 became more significant to me because it was also the year when my daughter was born. That life-changing moment emphasized that challenges on climate change and disasters are a fight for survival, not only for this generation, but also for Maria Letizia, my daughter, and the generations to come. It was this reality that compelled the whole world to finally pursue a course of action that intends to curb climate change and optimize opportunities. Finally, in 2015, after decades of climate change negotiations, the Paris Agreement was adopted during the 21st Conference of Parties of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in Paris, France. The question is, where were the youth in the midst of this significant event? And the answer is this: they were meaningfully participating in the decision-making and were uniting their voices to affirm the need to ensure and secure their future. This was a moment that gave birth to #NowPH, or Not on Our Watch Philippines. We launched the campaign in response to the Manila Call to Action on Climate Change of the Philippines and France. And we knew that the #NowPH will not only serve as an avenue to push for global climate cooperation, but also a platform to empower young people towards climate and disaster resilience. With the Filipino youth at the helm of the campaign, we were able to exceed our initial target of engaging 1 million Filipinos. Instead, we consolidated 3.6 million expressions of support that we successfully turned over to the Secretary of State for Development of France during the high-level Climate Vulnerable Forum in COP21. We tapped the support of our institutional partners and Filipino personalities and utilized the power of technology, transforming #NowPH into an online presence with a total of 221 million social media impressions. Millennials were posting their selfies and updating their statuses with commitments and contribution to climate action. Taking ownership of the campaign, young people even identified the 15 ways to low emissions development strategies, or LEDs. These are practical, simple, and youth-driven climate change measures that they advanced and implemented in their respective schools and communities. Your energy and passion, along with creativity and resourcefulness, resulted in initiatives that were indeed out of the box, innovative, and effective. The Philippine government, in recognition of this massive movement and the importance of your role in addressing the adverse impacts of climate change, also issued Proclamation number 1160, declaring every 25th of November as the year of youth in climate action in the Philippines. But what made all the difference was not the figures, nor the accolades that have been achieved. It was the convergence of efforts of different sectors and stakeholders. It was young people's collaboration and hard work. It was your voices. It was you in unity telling the whole world that there is no other time and no other way to do it but now. This generation stood up and rose to the challenge. You became climate warriors, heroes of the environment. You claimed your future, and you demanded a sustainable one, a future which you deserve. However, we Filipinos know that the Filipinos' youth voice are not enough. No one can address climate change alone. Even our popular superheroes need to come together in order to fight injustice and defeat threats. It is in this same line that we want to strengthen our connection with Filipino youth leaders from different parts of the country. And we seek to invite our friends from the ASEAN community to join us in this cause. Who knows, maybe the hashtag Now ASEAN Conference will also give birth to hashtag Now Brunei, hashtag Now Cambodia, hashtag Now Indonesia, hashtag Now Laos, hashtag Now Malaysia, hashtag Now Myanmar, hashtag Now Thailand, hashtag Now Vietnam, and hashtag Now Singapore. We are all journeying a pathway of possibilities. But what's definite is that we need more heroes to help. And it won't require you to wear a cape nor have superpowers to do so. It just needs us, you, and me to work together and harness each and everyone's strengths. So to you, heroes, I challenge you to keep on taking this road and engaging others to fight. Just like what the author Chris Lawney has said, heroism lies in the nobility of committing to a way of life that focuses on attaining goals and dreams greater than oneself. And to end, climate change may be inevitable as it cannot be stopped nor reversed, but we can definitely minimize its effects through our shared responsibility and united contribution to the solution. Because at the end of the day, it is not about us anymore, but the future of this world and the generations to come. We should not allow climate change and disasters to worsen. And this should not happen, not on our watch. Thank you very much, and good day to you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ding.